So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball.
Retegui! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Now, can they get him away? Donnarumma claims comfortably. Plays the return pass. Ricci. And here's Keane. Played out to the left flank. DiMarco is flagged offside. Stood up well to him there. He is through here. Here comes, he rises! And another try! There's a no-nonsense tackle.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And that is a little undercooked. Locatelli. Now it's Retegui. He can run onto that, and he's certainly onside here. DiMarco, deep cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Saka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Still goalless at the moment. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Saka. He's gone for goal! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Saka. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the score.
Decent chance! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Italy get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Keane. And it's Ritchie. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Baresi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's made its way to him. Could try cutting inside here. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely worked. And this is Kane. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
It's Kane! In he goes again. It's there! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
England take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Gattuso. Ricci. Locatelli. And it's Gattuso. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Retegui, and the shot's on here. Bellingham. Beckham. And they can counter here. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Alexander-Arnold is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Retegui. Played out to the right. Retegui. Retegui showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball. Kane is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Il indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That has not gone well. Saka, played into space out wide. There's the header! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The move... There's the whistle for half-time.
England have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
England 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il
Here we go again then. Bellingham, well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Retegui chasing after it, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Saka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. It's their second corner of the game. Calvert-Lewin!
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero
Corner
20.
number 3 coming up.
Viene sostituito con il numero 17.
Bellingham! He can get that clear. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Tries a measured ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. Retegui is herring after that one. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Saka. Look at the space here. And he shoots! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's become a case of men against boys. Calvert-Lewin is in a really good position out wide. Locatelli. Gattuso. Now it's Luca. He's in a great position here. Beckham gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Locatelli. Now it's Luca. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, can he finish? And yes, it's there! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8. Numero
Both sides
11.
then taking this chance to
Numero 14.
turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Filippo Inzaghi.
And
Il
the
numero
assistant
23.
referee has his flag
Attenzione,
raised
un
for
cambio.
offside. England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could shoot! Oh, crossbar! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Luca. Now it's Luca. Filippo Inzaghi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Luca is standing over this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Barella! It's hit the upright. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count. Applies the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Saka, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, important interception. Calvert, he's had a shot! And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are cruising away.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Gets his head on it! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Pass is just off target. Gattuso, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ricci. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Ci saranno 5 minuti.
This
di
looks
recupero.
promising. And a chance! Outstanding save to keep that out. Calvert-Lewin appears to be in some real discomfort. Is it his leg?
Yeah, and, you know, I think it appears to have been bothering him for a while.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Calvert-Lewin! Gnonto. Luca might just make this. He's beaten the last man. 5 minutes to add. He's being urged to shoot. Now there's a great chance! And that's off target. And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.